So when the year began, I set out to improve everything that I was doing in terms of content. Now, not just quantity, but in terms of quality. What does that mean? Now, for those of you who may not know who I am, my name is Blue Bordeaux, and I am a music composer, and I'm also a founder of a creative agency called Higher Culture. Now, I set all the templates, I did all the mood boards. For Blue Bordeaux, for example, I wanted it to be very cinematic. I wanted it to show some of the landscapes, the cityscapes of Lagos. I wanted it to feel like a mixture of nostalgia and an intimate relationship or monologue with myself and my inner life, as well as the city. And then for Higher Culture, I wanted it to be documentary style, right? To tell stories of the processes of how we onboard clients or the transformation journeys with clients. But there has been one singular bottleneck with all of this. I spoke with a friend of mine. She runs a creative agency as well, and she gave me one piece of advice that will never leave me. She said, you need to build systems to build your company, or the company will run you down to the ground. So I set out in the beginning of the year, build systems, and it was foolproof, it was working. But I didn't account for one particular thing, unforeseen circumstances, or I call it wind. For example, I've not been able to do a single content for the past weeks. Why? You can see, I don't know if it's visible, but I'm in the hospital. Not for me, but for a relative of mine who is recovering well by the grace of God. However, I have to be there, right? I have to be there physically, emotionally, however way I can, because this is family, one of the most important values for me. So how can I do this with already established systems? Where can I do content? All my conversations with videographers, colorists, and everything, it has been on pause until this phase goes away. It's a tough season, so how can I work through all of these limitations? Guess what? Adaptation. I bought this selfie stick that I'm moving with now, got my mic on, I'm in the hospital. I believe one of the most important skills to have, especially as someone who's building something, is to adapt to especially living in Nigeria. You have to adapt to electricity, you have to adapt to technology, people. I believe it's one of the most important skills. And this also makes it more real, more vulnerable. I mean, I can set up different cameras, different lights, and pour out a script and begin to, act in front of you. But I realized that vulnerability, sharing even this phase of the journey, is equally as important to me, to establish a trust with people who I work with, people who I mentor, people who are watching to be inspired as well. This is the very first episode, and I think I will title this episode The Way of Adaptation. Maybe not. I don't want to make super long videos. I just want to share the process of building this company, the ups, the challenges, as you see right here. This is the hospital door. The security has been looking at me through the windows. I don't know if he thinks I'm about to steal something. And also what I learned along the journey of being a music composer and a founder. So if this is something you're interested in, can't believe I'm saying this. I never thought I would say this in my life. Like, share, subscribe. The sound you're hearing at the back, the hospital is quite literally along the road, so adapt to the hearing, huh? All right, bye for now. Take care of yourself. Keep building.